Hello, familia. My name is Abigail Bravo. I'm a first-generation freshman mechanical engineer, and I am one of 2 banquet masters on the mini e-board, and I am running for next year's secretary position. So a bit about me, I come from a school, and I grew up in a school where there was little to no Hispanics, let alone Hispanics in STEM. So me and my peers, we took the initiative to create a Hispanic Awareness Club. In this club, we did socials, again, Hispanic awareness, but we also encouraged them to reach a higher level of education, which coincidentally is exactly SHPE's motto, leading Hispanics in STEM. So with this club experience, which I held the secretary position, I learned about different aspects of Google Sheets, Google Forms, but I still felt like I lacked in the technical department. And because I had already set my mind on this position in the fall, I knew I had to get some work done. So I did what any normal person would do. I started my own business over the winter break. Here I learned about scheduling, the importance of time management with that and school. And I also learned about reaching out to consumers and sending mass emails, which I know is an important aspect of being secretary. Again, as your secretary, I think I have various little ideas, such as creating Slack automated messages for new members. So when they join, they kind of get a 101 guide of what Slack even is, or how to use this, or who to reach out to if you have any questions. I would also want to include an FAQ section in the website. So SHPE overall has taught me how to, SHPE has taught me to always take situations and issues head on and create solutions, not hesitations, which is what I did at the beginning of my first semester here, which led me to gaining my very first internship at SHPE National Convention. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abigail. Very nice speech. I'll kick it off with your first question. The secretary position is important because they help the organization stay organized. What can you do to make sure we run smoothly internally and help us meet our goals?
Could you repeat that question one more time, please?
Yes. So the secretary position is important because they help the organization stay organized internally. What will you do to make sure that we are organizing our files internally so that we can meet our goals?
I think for starters, I wouldn't try to tackle it myself. I would reach out to eBoard and to the chairs because we all have different learning styles, different time management. I would include my own ideas, and I would like to hear out their ideas as well. So I believe that wouldn't be a one-man job. It would be an every person job.
So one of the biggest responsibilities for the secretary is the point system because that leads to scholarships and member of the month, etc., and the entire year. How are you going to make sure that that point system stays updated every week, every month, etc.? Do you have a plan for that?
I actually do. I was thinking about updating it weekly, but also reaching out with next year's tech affairs chair. Because again, I do have secretarial experience, but as a leader, learning never stops. So I would want to learn what they have to say. And I know in the past years there has been a web-based system for points, and that way you don't have to manually go in and double check, or if there's a duplicate of the same person. Or as of right now on the website, there's no names or just random people that aren't even members. So I would try to create or learn about how to create a web-based system for that.
So Abigail, as you know, there's many events at SHPE-UH. I think I was on Instagram one time and I saw they had like 4 events in 5 days. I was like, wow, that's amazing. And you mentioned automation as one of your strategies for the year. Do you have any ideas on how you can automate the event promotion to our members? And how can you continue to create a good engagement so that, or make it continue to feel engaging while being automated?
Okay, so I believe there's 2 parts to your question, or is that all one? I'm so sorry. Could you repeat?
I'm not too sure. I'll repeat the question.
Yes,
so
thank you.
You mentioned that you have a lot of strategies in terms of automation. Creating a Slack so new members can get to know the organization and what Slack is. Do you have any ideas on automation in terms of managing all the events and promoting those events?
I think at the moment, I think one of those forms of automation or of like promoting would be via the newsletter, which is something that is sent at the beginning of the week or before the week start. And I think that'd be a perfect implementation to keep going. Because as someone who has like different aspects within school and outside, I always have to organize myself before the week. So I feel like that's something I would want to do. And as far as like automation or like other promotion, I think I would reach out with the communications chair or with the communications director or the marketing chair for ideas as that. Because as a leader, it's always good to be honest and know what you don't know and know what you do know.
Thank you.
So you did bring up the newsletter, and you did mention that it's a weekly thing. Now the newsletter was really important when we were all around because it was our way of knowing what was going on throughout the week. How do you plan to structure the newsletter, and what would you say is kind of your design style?
At the moment, I like how the newsletter is right now because it has an image and then it has other information. And this same image ended up being posted on the Instagram. So I would want to keep it in that same format. I believe an image first, a visual representation, an info, and then maybe even like an e-board or a chair contact information, who is hosting it. Either they can know more about like room changes, what it even is about, or even if they want to help, especially for new members. I think it's important to get them to help, even if they don't even know what they're doing. I think it's really important that way.